December, I on my core. This is the moment you're meant to know.
Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? How are you? How are you? Well, I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. I really do. Did. I wish you had a wonderful weekend.
Yes.
Nevertheless, I want to get to it because you all like toodaloo. Just get to it. Just toot. Okay, so let's get to it. All right. I've been hearing for years about Rihanna and Jay-Z and Usher.
Yes.
And what's her name? She was with TLC.
Oh,
What's her name? It'll come to me. She's with TLC. Smooth. She was TLC. I can't think of her name. Baby phone looking her up. So sorry about that. So all this time we've always heard about Chili and Usher. We've always heard about Jay-Z and Beyonce, Rihanna. And we always heard about Diddy in the middle of all of this. And so, for years, I just poo-pooed it. But then I saw this blogger on on YouTube, and she began to get the lowdown. I don't remember who she was, but you all know I never do. Because you're just looking and you don't think that, you're just collecting. And anyway, she gives this whole story about how Sean, they both names are Sean, but how Jay-Z gave Rihanna the herpes, and Rihanna in return gave the herpes to Chris Brown, and that was the breakup. However, I'm not sure about that because I heard that too. You understand? But one of the things that I found puzzling is why didn't Chris Brown ever say anything?
That's true.
He never defended himself. I didn't like that at all. It was like they set him up to be whipped. And at the end of the day, let's say that was the story. Let's just say that was it. Wouldn't you be outright angry? Wouldn't you be livid? Somebody done mocked you for life because there's no cure for it. It's help for it, but it's no cure for it. And it isn't the worst STD you could get. I mean, upon that, you don't even have to report it because that's how many people have it. 1, 2, 3, you. 1, 2, 3, you. 1, 2. That's it. So we make it such a big thing, like a big stink, like they try to do with Carly Red. Is that her name?
Sexy Red.
Sexy Red. They try to make it a big thing, and I guess it is a big thing for a virgin who's never had an STD, who hasn't been out in the world. But for all of you who've been out there and messed around with more than 3 men, maybe 4, unprotected, you got something. You understand? Whether it was trichomonas, whether it was chlamydia, whether it was gonorrhea, syphilis, venereal warts, crabs, whatever. You done slept with 5 different men in the course of 6 months. Let's spread it out.
Okay.
You done slept with this one, this one, this one, this one. You're not committed to any of them. But you like men. Not committed to anything, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of 5, somebody done gave you something. You understand what I'm saying? Unprotected. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So I really think when I look back on it now, I don't know who did what to whom. It's too many bodies involved. And all of this is stemming from that they're saying that Diddy had AIDS or HIV, and that Diddy has been populating the world because they are panty finders. Do you understand? And I don't know. I just think that, we need to just stop as a people, Black people, Black Americans, the indigenous people, the true black folk, not those that done filtered in. I'm just talking to us, our kind. We come in many colors, but there has got to be a mark of black on you, be it your nose, your lips, your butt, your hips, your hair. Whether you can sing a high note, go, ah, 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 whatever. You got soul. You stand out from the rest. I want us to stop and start loving each other.
Yes.
Stop trying to hang each other out to dry. We hate each other. We got to stop hating each other. I'm just talking to us.
Yeah.
Many. I'm putting the word out. I don't care if 5 hear it, it'll go. 5 will tell. It's time for us. The ancestors are saying, stop. In spite of everything, it's our time to stop and not be like the world, but come into unity and begin to love one another. We don't matter about your brother. Don't matter about what they're doing at this point. Try to focus on loving one another. There was the story that brings to mind last week when somebody, it was this girl, this black woman, and these agents didn't want her parking in New York. And so these people got together and they were so angry and they went to, not the agents, they were Hispanics. I think they Hispanics. They were Hispanics. I don't think they were Asian, but I think they were Hispanics. And so anyway, they went to their house and they was really and they really took up for that woman. We have to get back to it. And when I say no violence, that means no guns, no weapons.
Yes.
None. If you're going to do it, let's go old school, fist style.
That's true. Just true power.
True power. Let's go fist style. Let's just go back. And that's the cry of the ancestors, because there is a reparation that is being talked about.
Yes.
You understand? And it's going to be a lot of people who are going to want to come for this reparation. People that has left this country, even though they are our sisters and brothers, they have left and they're going to get right back in that line for their reparation. It's got to be worked out. How far do we go back?
That's a good question.
It's going to be a lot. What do we give? Because it certainly ain't going to be no taxes. And if they're ever going to heal, it's got to be reparations paid to every family.
Yes.
That as far as you need to go, they probably won't go to your generation. You know, they'll probably cut it off, probably during the 50s, 60s, maybe 70s, maybe 60s. I don't know how far they go back. Maybe they'll just do 1999. Everyone born under that. And, you know, I don't know if they want to give one to a family.
That's true.
You know, if they're going to be given 2 million, you might want to give one to a family, unless there's different blood.
Okay.
Like say, you know, somebody adopted somebody. That's 2 different blood. That person should still get it because of their bloodline. Something like that. You would have to give it to everyone who fits.
Yeah. They're going to have to,
that would have to be worked out. Right. Maybe 1 million. I don't know. Enough where they could they can buy 40 acres and a mule.
Yes, exactly.
And have money to eat and furnish it with it. At least give them their 4 acres and a mule with their property.
Yes.
40 acres and a mule.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yep,
is that what we was playing?
Yeah.
So you calculate 40 acres and a mule and plus the time and suffering they went through, and you times all that out to the day, and let's see what that equals.
Yeah. Yeah. Put that interest on it.
Put that interest on it. Kick with that mule. So anyway, I went all the way back. Baby, can you supposed to catch me?
Well, it ties directly in with Rihanna or seeking justice for Jay-Z, because that's what you're doing a reading on. If The best way could be reparations, because Jay-Z has definitely maybe spread some STDs.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Mhm.
Now, what I want to do is I went through that whole history to say, see how we keep drudging up stuff that's all way back, and look how many people pouring in it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You see, the white people are going through the same thing with Jeffrey Epstein.
Mm-hmm.
They going back and they keep dragging everybody else in it, and
Yes.
they say, no, you can't drag everybody else. No, they was a part of it. They was a part of it back 10 years ago. They was a part back. So you're dragging all these people up from yesteryears.
Literally.
And they may have turned their lives around. And so sometimes I'm starting to understand, sometimes when you want to get to the bottom, sometimes you just can't do it like that.
Okay.
It needs moderation. It needs, as I feel my ancestors said, it needs a fixing.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Not getting rid of, but making things a little bit more clear and more precise.
Mm-hmm.
They wrote and did things on their level back then, which they were very brilliant. But maybe every 250 years, we maybe need to go and vamp, or not take it, but modify it.
Yeah, because it's like a quarter of 1,000
It's a quarter
years.
of 1,000 years. Come on here, baby. And it's 4 quarters.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And I think it needs that, because you can't live like yesterday, even with the bartering. Now we don't barter with animals. Maybe we will. Maybe we will go back to that if things get rough enough. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do understand.
So no matter what, before I go on, this is what I just think, that we just need to love one another. I'm sorry, I went off on a tangent. It must be in me to speak it, so I'm just speaking, letting the ancestors speak. I can't wait to get to this reading.
Yes.
Okay, so this reading is, did he, let's just say, just say it. Did he give it to her? Did he give her? Did he give it to her? We're going to go by positive, negative. You're going to see the positive, negative. You're going to see how I'm going to do my cards today. Positive and negative.
Yeah.
I don't need a whole lot of reading, because they already been shuffled. This is my last shuffle. I'll turn them this away, because I really don't want anyone to see what's going on, because I don't want to see it either. And positive and negative. That's what we're going by. That's it. That's how we reading these cards.
I'm very excited.
All right. You want to cut? Yes, you do. You say you okay. I'll just let it stay. That's the way you want it. Mine with me. All right. Positive and negative. We go for present. Oh. We have the wand. We have the page of wands, which is, when you look at wands, they could be like, they kids. They like teenagers or young adults. Let's say we're going to start with say 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, maybe to like 24 years old.
Fair enough.
Okay, so this is what this age group is. And you already see someone thinking. You already see that fire. You already see that spark. You already see that it's a dry place. You already see that there are mountains or little hills. He's standing big with a big imagination. I'm saying as he, because I'm trying to figure right now, is this going to be Jay-Z back then?
Yeah,
it can't be Jay-Z today. Mm-hmm. So we're going to see how this works. So anyway, we see this imagination. And most of all, what we see, when we see fire, we see creativity. So we know this is definitely a sexual person.
Yes.
Okay.
Technically, right. This will be a pass, because you're wondering if he did pass on and pass on the herpes. So
this is what we're just trying to find out. Did he or did he not? Now I'm in the past. Oh my God. So, okay. Already I could say yes. Because I see this horse is dashing away from this energy, from this childlike energy. Like it could have been an affair, but it wasn't an affair like we're in love affair. It was an affair like I was used. Like a pawn. That's what I'm picking up, because you see here, when you look at it, I want to make them look right. You see, this is the present. This is the past. So when you see in the present, you see the young lad here or the woman or whatever, or you see Jay-Z. We're going to figure out who this is.
Yeah.
But here you see someone here. This could be Rihanna. She's the horse that was used, left in the past. In other words, I screwed you a couple of times, or you came down with something, you talked to me about it. I treat you like crap, was going to threaten your name. I mean, he's a gateway. So understand that all these gate people that own those gates were all wicked. Not one of them was good. No matter what they said. I don't care what they did, who they let in. If they were up there during that time, the only way they could have got there is by someone wicked or a wicked agenda.
Yes.
Because they guarded them gates. All right?
Yeah.
So anyway, so you see how they are opposite each other. So this is somebody probably had a fight, a friction, whatever happened, it bust their friendship up, trust was broken, and you see how they run in the different directions. Now let's say, now we gotta get a future, but I don't really want to jump to the future. So I think I want to know what the problem is, and then I'll go to the future. So what is the holdup? What happened? They was a happy family. They were happy. There was a time that was fun. Something happened to break this up. What happened? The conversation in which we're talking about.
Yes.
That's what happened. The conversation, because I'm like, well, what happened? Well, you talking about who gave who herpes. Well, it came in and it bust them up as friends, as family, even. That illusion. So she ran. Now let's see the future. Now back and forth juggling what? What? He could be offering her money to be quiet. We don't know.
That's true.
But we see here that we see someone here that is very passionate about something, because look at all that red. They're very passionate. Also, we see that green. Let me look at my green. Read my green color to me, baby Crone. I don't have my glare.
Empathy.
Empathy. I know it's hard to read. If you could give 2 words, it's okay.
I'm trying to figure out the second word. Kinness.
Kindness.
Oh, kindness.
See, I would think empathy and kindness would go together.
Got you.
All right. Now hold it. So yes. So I definitely see kindness. And maybe what could the kindness be? The yellow is a clear mind. It's having to be able to transfer energy. And if you see here, this is the earth. So it's the energy. This is the source. This is where you plug in. Everything comes from this earth, even the electricity, everything we eat. It's from this earth. Believe that. That's why you can't take it with you when you go, because it's material. But you see here, balancing these feelings, this emotion. Maybe a part of her wants to speak out. Or maybe Rihanna has saying, look, there's a lot I could say. And you see the red here. You see the red there.
Yeah.
You know, you see that passion. Maybe she wants to speak out, but the wavy water, she knows the grain, she knows what she's dealing with. And maybe it's best to be quiet. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So right now, what I'm getting out of this is that Jay-Z gave somebody herpes. He gave Rihanna herpes. In return, Rihanna gave the herpes to Chris Brown, allegedly. Everything I say is allegedly. This is how I'm getting the story. And let me be clear, it may not be him. It could be Sean Diddy Combs too.
Yep, could be him too.
It could be R. Kelly.
Yep, sure.
We don't know who was in those upper rooms. We don't know that. They know. We don't know. Rihanna definitely know. She knows if it's true or false. Foxy Brown know. She knows. Who else? Beyonce.
Exactly.
If all this was going around, why haven't Beyonce, why is she protected? She must have it too. If it came from Jay-Z, she got it. How can she not?
Exactly.
And nobody, that's what I'm saying. I just think, even though we love Beyonce, we don't want to put her in nothing. I think that we can become so delusional. If there's a sex scandal going on, apparently that won't die.
It won't.
That's raising me up from the God knows yesteryear saying, I got to deal with this that happened 10, 15 years ago.
Yes.
I got it. Still, y'all talking about who gave who what. It was
Yeah.
it could have been any one of them. But since everything is pointing to Sean Diddy Combs, and I'm reading on him, he was up there. So yes, he is a big possibility. It could have been any one of them. And we don't know if they were sleeping with each other amongst themselves.
Exactly.
That's how it could have spread too.
Mm-hmm.
Sean could have gave it to
Sean.
Yes. In return, Sean could have gave it to Usher,
Mm-hmm.
and in return, Sean could have gave it to Rihanna.
Mm-hmm.
Rihanna gave it to
Yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
Chris Brown. How he fit in it?
He was the only one that caused
Sean
Rihanna.
Diddy Combs could have gave it to him.
Yeah, sure.
He could have gave it to Chili. No, not Chili. I'm getting the names all mixed up. But
Everybody.
it's crisscross. I'm getting the names mixed up. But Beyonce name should be in there too.
No.
She knows she was riding raw back. She had 3 kids.
Okay.
See, we don't talk about that.
No, we don't.
Aaliyah could have had it.
Sure.
We don't know who was in those upper rooms.
Mm-hmm.
When did this freaky stuff started?
That's true.
Obviously, the freakness started back then, or even before then, because Jamie Foxx was saying how they would give basketball games, and then we realized they were playing nude. I'm just done.
Exactly. And Will Smith was there.
I'm just saying, this thing go back. But then that goes back for us, for Black folks,
Yes.
who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta, people not going to tell the truth. So many people have died and gone to glory. They gone, never to return in that flesh again.
Mm-hmm.
And even if they crossed over, they would have a whole new identity.
Yeah.
They would have to dig so hard to figure out who they were in this life. Not that it's not there, but it's buried.
That's true.
Buried in the sea of forgetfulness.
Yeah. So that story dies with them.
The story dies with them. That was a part, another one of their personalities.
Mm-hmm.
Am I making sense?
Yeah.
But that personality died, but the residue linger on in your soul. Because when you're complete, you remember all of them as if it was nothing.
Yeah.
You know? Those that meant the most will come up, and maybe some of them, so you could have been here so old that maybe some of you don't even remember. But we done gone through the times together. But as us, as Black people, we really, really need, the ancestors are yelling, screaming with love. Stop, put down the weapons. That's all they want. Let us stop taking one another's lives.
Yes.
Stop that.
Mm-hmm.
They said, just stop it.
Yes.
If you must fight, no weapons.
Mm-hmm.
No weapons formed for you will prosper. No weapon. If it's formed for you, don't let it prosper.
Mm-hmm.
Put the weapons down. No weapons.
Yeah.
If you must fight, fight.
Mm-hmm.
No stones, no bricks. Just fight it out.
Yes.
And talk it out.
True, authentic.
But
truthfulness.
that's where we have to start.
Yes.
And once we as a people, don't worry about what the Asians, American, the Blacks and all of them, we as a Black people need to put down the weapons. Mm-hmm. And once we can put down the weapons, then we can learn to put down the words.
Mm-hmm.
When we put down the words, then we can learn to put down the emotions. But these are baby steps. So I put the call out in the world. This reading, I don't know where it's taking me, but you got it. So anyway, and I know many of you probably listening and saying, oh, that's not real. Oh my God, we're going through such an earth shift right now.
Yes.
Oh my
That's why all
God.
this is getting exposed.
And we are called as a, I don't want to say holy people.
Spiritual?
No. But a giving people.
Okay.
We are like this because we give too much and we have given too much. Because the world looks to lean on us when things get hard. We were made as a bareback. We were taking a little bit of African and put that in African, beat that beastly, strong lioness that can roar through the summer, the winter, they don't even deal with winter, but the cooler months, the cooler evenings, but they can go certain long without water. They built for that. You understand?
Yeah.
Where then you got some people that was built in the Arctics. And they can stand that cold. Those penguins can walk around like nobody's business, sit on ice for hours. And you're like, oh my God, they jump in the water and they live just like thousands of them. Like, oh my God.
It's normal.
Like it's normal. And the people that's filming got ice all on their mustache, and it's crazy. But I'm just getting to tell you, that's the balance. And you got different kind of balances all over. That's just 2 out of 1,000.
Right.
As many people as there are individual, that's how many different values. You count as many people that's on the face of the earth, that's how many different balances we have, because we all see things from our own point of view.
That is true.
But we are so busy worried about what happened here. Why? As the government is fighting over Epstein, who they say is dead.
Yes. So why are they fighting over him?
This is crazy to me. And we're crazy because we're fighting amongst us. And everyone living have a right for that inheritance.
Yes.
And if they're going to make it right with us, they're going to have to pay us the 40 acres and a mule to what it equivalents to today. And they will figure it out. And so here, this leads me back to this is a heavy read. Do you think?
Yeah. Hopefully justice will be seeked for, well, I don't think
so. Anyway, when I see here, so it looks like Jay-Z was whacked with it. If it wasn't Jay-Z, it was one of them in those high places. So what are you saying? I'm saying they all have it.
Fair
that's
enough.
what I'm going to say. They all. Who gave it to who? That's not clear. And that's what we're trying to make clear. And that'll never be clear until Usher say, he gave this to me.
That's true.
But they are bound by some kind of code that they won't do it. See, there's the fool. Knowing that the fool already knows I have to play foolish because I can't tell. It's not just me. You know, I'm getting the fact that they got into this thing, all men's club or whatever, and it was only the elite, and things started to get sour. You know how something started off so pure and innocent and it's new, and in a few years, I don't even think it lasts long. It could have remnants of it. Just like when they talk about Birdman back in the day with Birdman, when they said he kissed Lil Wayne. All of them kissed him as the Godfather, getting it from a movie. But it meant nothing other than the fact that life I live, I may not see you again. So let me kiss you now. That makes sense to me. And all of this. And they were all in it in their own cliques all over. California, the West Coast, the East Coast, New York, Florida. They were all in it. They were all tangled up in this code.
Yes.
Back then. And they're working through it today. And some of them form groups, and the groups that they formed were sexual.
Yes.
Because some entities require deviant sexual behavior.
That's true.
Some requires blood. Certain kind of animals. If you know what I mean. You understand?
Yeah.
Some requires homosexuality. It's so many of them out there. Bestiality.
Yes.
And they done gotten caught up in some groups and learned and liked it. And so you know how people branch off and say, we're going to have our group, we're going to have our group, and we're going to have our group. And now they all tangled. Who gave it to who?
That's a good question.
All I know is they wanted to stop.
I bet they do.
Babies was born out of this. Illegitimate children. They so embarrassed over. Many of them are being pulled out and judged. Like Usher, look at his life.
Yes.
And the youngest of them, of a new generation, is Justin Bieber.
Yes. And we don't know if he has it.
We don't know, but we know that one thing that I am 99% sure of,
Okay.
that they were in a sexual, I want to get the right word. When you say a sexual club, their club sacrifices had to deal with sex, deviant sex.
Yep, sex.
I'm clear on that. I'm picking that up. And I see the fire, and I see that it was good at one time. It was wonderful. Go ahead, baby phone. See it, talk about it.
All 4 elements are out. We have fire, water, cups, and earth.
Fire.
Yes.
Water.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Earth. Mm-hmm. And then the Fool is ruled by an air card.
You're right.
All 4 elements at their
disposal.
So
just going by the elements, even by the Fool playing the thing of air and Neptune, right? Is no, not Neptune.
Uranus.
Tell me about Uranus, a little bit about Uranus.
Uranus is the rebel with a cause, usually standing out different, trying to find its clicking group, honestly.
And this is what I was talking about. That's why I had to read it. So this is Uranus trying to find out. See, they broke away from a bigger group.
Yes.
And a bigger group. And so this is like, so now maybe we have, this is the East Coast group. They're their own entity. They're their own power, right?
Yes.
So in their group, this is what I'm picking up, okay? Everything I say is allegedly.
Yes.
Well, what I'm picking up, they formed their group was different because to enter into their group, you had to fit.
Yes.
Okay, you had to be a movie star, you had to be famous, whatever. You could have just got famous, because they all trying to figure out who's going to get the most people anyway. It's all a comparative.
Of course.
But these people also are gatekeepers. So you got gatekeepers, 4 gatekeepers of all the elements.
Yeah.
This one here is air. So they were more physical. They needed more mental stimulation. So for me, theirs was sexual. The more deviant things they could think of, the more volatile. That was a part of what they were all about, if I can go on. So, if that's the way that they were, then naturally you could see beatings, you could see deviant sex, you could see homosexuality, you could see urinating.
It's all that frequency.
Frequency. So they were living out their frequency. And so there were many people that wanted to be a part of this frequency. And many people did go in, and some of them did not come out because they were mentally. These people are deviant. Like they gave up their sense of humanity when they went in. Because remember, they had to be broken in.
Yes.
So in order to break in, just like when you go to these sororities, are they sororities?
Sororities.
No, not for the women.
Fraternities.
Fraternities. Thank you. And sometimes they used to really beat them and hit them hard. Some people died. They brand them. They had to get up to new things. But they were doing wicked things too. Just, because that's what people do when they're not used to power. But now they understand power, but they done did so much wrong in their past that their past is they're trying to escape their past. And the more that they are trying to escape it, even the people that is a part of the past don't even want to even be known as I don't even want to be known that I was a part of the past. So then you find people like Rihanna going, I can't speak out on this. I can make a big difference, but I oh my God, I can start hell out there. But I can't do it.
Yep, exactly.
I know that how this works. She probably couldn't stand Beyonce. We don't know.
That's true.
But Beyonce's name is never mentioned. And when they all get around her, they all hail that B.
Oh, yes, of course.
They literally, huh?
I said, thank you, Beyonce.
They thank her. We don't know how she got that status. Even didn't Taylor Swift?
Yeah. Yep. Taylor Swift even handed her the best country album.
And thanked her, right?
Yep.
What is this?
Yes.
But no, because she's able to what? Because she's married to the man.
That's true.
The man.
Yeah. That's what he brings.
And he's probably down here with water. Because, or he could be fire, he could be earth, he could, I don't know where Jay-Z is in this.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But since we're reading on Jay-Z,
Mm-hmm.
he's fire.
Yes, he is a Sagittarius.
Not just by his sign,
Oh, okay.
but he did a lot of mean, cruel things.
Mm-hmm. Burn people.
By looking at those gangster movies and selling drugs on the street, and you put those two things together, you got a big ego and a big imagination.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they are all kind of trapped. As the white people are trapped with Epstein, we are trapped in who we're going to let go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because not everybody going to be quiet like Sean Diddy Combs. Why? Because he know he a gatekeeper.
Yes.
He know he can't fold.
Mm-hmm.
He only fold when there is no other hope.
Yeah.
But he already out. But now you got these other gatekeepers that things are coming out, but there are the people that we need to speak won't speak.
No, they won't. And they're the ones that can make the difference.
They can make the biggest difference on both sides
Yes.
of the track.
Mm-hmm.
And those that can't are dead.
Yes.
Did that make sense?
And that goes back to that reparations we was talking about, getting that justice.
Getting justice. And see, they already know that it's justice to be had. But they're the gatekeepers, so they keep us from getting it. They are part of the industry that keep us occupied so we don't think about it.
Okay.
They the ones who sell us out. Diddy, what do? He sell us alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce, what she tell you? I sell you alcohol.
Yep, she will.
Jay-Z, I sell you drugs. I bet you to this day he know where to get drugs. The best of the best.
Oh, I bet he does.
He don't have to do it, but he know. He know where to do it. I know. How can he not know?
Exactly.
He a hustler.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then we don't know who's running the earth. We don't know. But these are all black. Could be Oprah.
Yep, she spoke out too, saying she wasn't at no Diddy party.
Mm-hmm. But here's Oprah. I give her the earth. Why? A mother earth, one who gives birth. She's a female. She gives birth. I give earth to Oprah. Mm-hmm. So if this is north, this is west, this is east. No, if this is north, this is south, this is east, and this is west.
Yes.
So Oprah is ruling the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Sean is from the East Coast looking at Oprah. But up in his head, he's very mental. He's got a lot of mental air. If a deal sounds too good to be true, he's gonna go for it.
Yeah.
I hope this reading is making sense.
It does make sense.
This is a very spiritual reading.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say it. How they go? Them that know. Them that know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it's so coded that I find myself getting twisted because it's like the wheel of fortune. There are 4 gatekeepers, one for the north, one for the south, one for the east, one for the east, one for the west. Mm-hmm. So that they all not in their designated places, because even here, you see, we know we're starting with Jay-Z. He's fire. Mm-hmm. Okay. He and his appetite is sexual, cheating, lying, and you know he's been marked. Mm-hmm. You know. Yes. So if he's been marked, then what about Beyonce? I gotta ask. Yes. Everything I say,
find out about that. Beyonce.
Has Beyonce been marked? This is the card that I would have picked. I'm gonna sit that there. Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna just go and
because we was able to figure out Rihanna and everybody else that's involved.
Mm-hmm.
But let's not forget about that Queen Bee.
Let's get the Queen Bee. This is what they said. Was she marked?
Mm-hmm.
You tell me.
Yes.
Was she marked?
Mm-hmm.
She was marked.
Yes.
According to the cards, you may say why? Because first of all, you know I always look at that 7 as the 7 deadlies. First of all, second of all, she's running away, trying to get away, but she looked back. And what did they say happened to Lot's wife when she looked back? She turned into a pillar of salt. This is the card that would have came out.
Oh, Page, which would have matched Jay-Z on an energetic watch,
and would have been matching Oprah as a mother giver, but they didn't want to give it to her because it was said, move a card. I moved the card and this came out. 2 different elements, 2 different worlds.
Yep.
Worlds away. And maybe this is who she is, a giver, a nurturer. And maybe that's why they call her Queen Bee. But what she gives, yes, but what she gives is not, she gets reprimand. She's like the mother who will reward you if you're good, and the mother that rewards you when you're bad. But I'm picking up, she rewards you on how she feeling that day. I'm getting a sense that she can become overwhelmed or workaholic, or she can become so engrossed that she can become, I don't want to say mean, so I don't want to say nasty.
Overly invested?
Difficult.
Okay.
Difficult to deal with.
Fair enough.
You know, I also pick up on her that she goes through levels of low self-esteem in spite of it all. And you could tell by the fluctuation of her weight. She loves a good meal.
She do.
She loves a good meal. She loves a good glass of wine.
Okay.
And she also likes to get high, like when she needs it. It helps her. Because she is like the counterpart to Jay-Z.
Yes.
So if he is the godfather, then she's Queen Bee. She's the godmother. And so she could get a lot of stuff done too. So if Jay-Z go down, it isn't that he's going to have her go down. He would probably, see, but in this case, it would be better off if she died.
Fair enough.
Then you understand what I'm saying?
That's true.
Because she'd be such a high risk alive. She would be somebody who would have no kingdom that could fight against her without the king.
That's true.
So every man, she would have to wonder, are they there for who she is, or are they there for the come up? Either way, she won't be safe. So she would have to live the rest of her days in obscurity.
Yeah. If she can do that.
And if you notice, all the people, Rihanna, you name them, they all of them, Katy Perry, name them, Taylor Swift now. What are you talking about? They're all telling their business.
That's true.
They all are venting as if to say, tell your business, tell your faults to one another. So we just found out that Taylor Swift family was dealing with a very emergency because her father had surgery done to his heart, and it was kept a secret.
Yes.
And I had just said, isn't it curious how Kelsey and Taylor Swift has gotten so quiet?
Yes, they did.
But they let out that story. If they kept that story, they didn't have to let that story out. That's letting the public know where they were and what we were dealing with.
Yes.
Beyonce don't do none of that.
No, she don't.
She doesn't do anything. And which give me this last thought. My last thought on Beyonce is, why is it that you won't tell us about your baby?
Yes. Let's get all the questions we've been burning for.
Okay. Moving towards a hideaway place, somewhere where he's safe. Not much as safe, but where he's not a part of the public.
Okay.
Where to keep him from the public. What do you pick out of it, since you see where the card is taking me?
Seeing it as a way to protect him.
Yes, as a way of protecting from a troubled water. Even though it's a little bit, we're going to move him before it gets bigger to a milder water, but they haven't. And just like swords, that cold metal, they're not thinking things through. poorly. They done gotten themselves so in now that the public is talking. And once you become famous, once you become the godfather,
Yes.
once you become the godmother, your life is not private anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Your life is to the world.
Yes.
That's who feeds you. That's how you have your being, is through the world. They keep you relevant. If the whole world were to just stop listening to you,
Yes.
y'all would collapse in a day.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody played your music. Nobody showed up at your concert.
Yep, that's true.
If everybody just stopped
Mm-hmm.
and turned you off, your kingdom would collapse in a day.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
So you, on the other hand, and this is what people don't understand, and this is what Justin had to learn. The fame, the cost for fame is your life.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on how big you're going to go. And I'm starting to notice how we see now that Taylor Swift got hooked up with this case with the Baldoni
Yep.
and what's her name? Blake Lively. She doesn't look so squeaky anymore.
No.
She's always with suspicions about all the men she had.
Yes.
But now this about her father, I asked why she was quiet. She gave me an explanation. But yet we still see the Carter still hiding.
Yes.
That was an intimate thing. She didn't have to share that.
Mm-mm.
But Beyonce give us nothing. Nothing. She gives us something a little bit. She gives you a little bit. But instead, at this point, we deserve, as the people who love her, as a full disclosure.
Yes.
Why? Because she's your queen.
Mm-hmm.
And for the sake of her son. So she can see what is her siblings, what the people that look up to her, what do they make of my son? What will they think of my son? Because that will give her a good line to decide, do I want to sing for them anymore? Do I want to perform for them? Okay. If they're going to make fun of my son, then I dare not dance no more. I dare not sing. I'll just do little club parties for people who can afford me. No more big venues. I'll just grow old doing small things because I don't need the money, not in this life or the next or the one after, from what I was told.
Yeah, I like that.
That's what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
But I would not, because now the stories are coming out that not only did she lie, but her sister is telling the truth, and Kelly is supposed to be telling the truth.
Exactly.
And we got to fix this.
Exactly. All that past stuff coming out.
It's all this past junk. We're never going to get to the bottom of it. Listen to what I'm telling you. You're never going to get to the bottom who gave who herpes. The question I asked is, who gave them to Beyonce? And if all of you say, oh my God, that's just too much to bear, then Rihanna don't have herpes either. Because if he didn't give them to Beyonce, then how'd she get them? Mm-hmm. They seem like they've been around a long time.
Yeah.
In that group.
Yeah, and let's not forget, Jay-Z is known to mess with underage women. And
he's known to mess with women without protection. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom. 1, 2, 3. Remember? But that's not even for herpes. It's 1, 2, every 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom. It's like 80-something% of people. And out of the STDs, that is the most mildest you can get. I think it's with trichomonas. I went looking up these things. So, unfortunately, we have to stop dogging each other out with these horrendous things.
Yes.
Who gave who what? They all gave it to each other.
Mm-hmm.
They all have it.
Yep.
They all have it.
Mm-hmm.
Who gave it to? Mm-hmm. Whoever gave it, a female gave it to them because they wasn't born with it. And whoever gave it to that female, it was a male gave it to her.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And where did it go? I don't know. That's why they said, do you know the last 5 people you had sex with, the last person?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because they trying to track it. But that's how fast it moves. Yes. So anyway, here, I see here also, in spite of it all, I see Jay-Z at a place where he's He's in so much negativity
Yes.
that it's demanding him to be still. It's demanding him. He's looking at his money. He's looking at the heap of money that they made on this tour. They made so much on this tour.
They
God
have.
knows they did. So they looking at the heaps of money they made, and he's looking at the heaps of money he's spending on lawyers.
Exactly.
And it seems like it's a plot to break them. It's like, we can't tell your name, but we're going to bring you down. And we're going to bring you down with these high prices. We're going to keep charging you for lawyers and lawyer this and a lawyer up that and a lawyer. And if it gets bad, we'll use your wife and you'll spend lawyers on that. And you'll spend the next 10 years fighting lawyers that when you look at your stuff, your wife be like 55 years old and you're 65 fighting lawyers and realizing y'all old.
Yep. That reminds me of a reading you had done. I forget what it was, when it was, but you said it then that it seemed like Jay-Z and Beyonce was working towards getting money. They needed to collect money.
Yes, and it is, because it's like they don't want to eat into their savings. Remember, they said that they had generational wealth.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're spending it all up in lawyers, now I can't imagine spending over 50 million for any lawyer. I can't even imagine that. But when I see how somebody said, you scraped my head, you hit my head, and I'm suing you for 50 million, that don't sound like nothing anymore.
No.
See, that's what I'm saying. The elite is running this country.
Yes.
The wealthy. And they pricing us out of everything.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, so I see Jay-Z on one thing as contemplating during this era of timings and with all this stuff coming out about him. Oh my God, if it doesn't make a person mad, I don't know. I'm talking about going insane mad. On one hand, you're worried about your finances, even though y'all made a lot of money. You even performed. Y'all did everything. Y'all put on a show. You hear me? Death Defying. Y'all did it. Jay-Z sang. Y'all did that to bring in it because you knew that album wasn't enough like Lemonade. That wasn't enough to carry it. So you had to add in some old ass, and did it not pull it in for you? Yes, it did. And then on the other hand, here as a new beginning that you hope with Ramir out the picture. And speaking of Ramir, this is the thing that you contemplate. This is the thing you contemplate is that I'm not going to let nobody know that Ramir is my son.
Still hiding and running.
I'm not going to take a test. And you're believing that this will blow over.
Nope.
I think it will too. But it's always going to be people out there that's going to be reminded of Ramir.
Oh, yes. And how you refused and fought tooth and nail. Instead of
I just feel so sad that just out of just being a humanitarian.
Yes, come on now.
You won't even give that man a break. And the reason why don't you just say, okay, I'm Ramir's father. Ramir, I'm your father. What do you want?
Yeah.
Why don't you just do that?
And he's that selfish.
And if people say, look, that's what he wants, you could even back it up with that's what he want to hear. We're going to leave it at that. Mm-hmm. Do you really believe it? That's what he want to hear. We're going to leave it at that.
If you could do that.
And that way you ain't got, just do something. Mm-hmm. But to hide from this, I don't think I could let that slide. But this is what he contemplates about. He contemplates about his money. He's afraid of being broke. Mm-hmm. And he's afraid of being incarcerated. Incarcerated, I think it is. He's afraid of that. And so here, yes, they all gave it to each other. Who gave it to who first? They keeping it as a jigsaw puzzle. The only way we'll ever know for 100% sure is the fact is, do Jay-Z have herpes?
Okay.
This is the number 5. This is like the Pope. Why would I need a Pope if all is well?
Yeah. It's like visiting somebody when you're sick and need help.
So just to be on the safe side, he got medicine to ward it off. Mm-hmm. You know, they got medicine that can stop you from having many breakouts. They got so much stuff out there. But nevertheless, he has it too.
Yep.
He may not have breakouts.
Mm-hmm.
Or they probably can afford the best of the doctors, because after all, that is a 5. So they got the best of the best. That maybe they don't have breakouts as often, or stress or whatever. But because they know when they break out, they probably know not to have sex for those few days or whatever.
That's true.
If they break out at all.
I mean, they're just having sex with each other.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, sometimes people get this thing like if you have herpes that you break out. Maybe they broke out once or twice and never broke out again. Maybe they went on some powerful medicine. But what's his name? Dr. Scaby.
Oh, yeah, Dr. Scaby.
Gave them something, or their doctor gave them something. They can afford the very best, that they could take this. It's not a cure, but you don't hardly have any breakouts.
Yes.
You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're working on it.
They're working on it. So with that being said, I hope that, getting through a whole lot of gobbledygook, I just let when it's like this, when it's high, I just let the reading go the way it go. Yeah. I don't try to stop it or muzzle myself. But in the end, it did give us an answer. Mm-hmm. They all have it.
Yeah.
All of them. They played in the pond. Mm-hmm. All of them. And they played with each other. Even if they rubbed up against each other. Even if they grind. Mm-hmm. I'll just go into it like, didn't they know?
I'm sure they did, but...
Did they feel it? I mean, it's like blisters, right? Mm-hmm. It's like being burnt, as I burnt myself today.
That is true, but hey, just like
a stinging feeling, but maybe not enough to stop them from being aroused. I don't see. I can't even imagine it.
Mm-hmm, yeah, I mean, if you just think about the whole Cassie situation and how Cassie's getting sued for allegedly passing on an STD to one of the workers.
Oh, there you have it.
Mm-hmm, yeah, exactly. So
and that was what
Clayton Howard.
Oh, it was chlamydia that she passed on, or was it trichomonas?
I think it was trick,
which is one of the mild ones.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
right. But you got to take care of these things. A lot of these things come with infections with women.
Yeah, so you just see that how everybody is all mixed together, has really freaky sex. I call it sex magic. They doing something.
They do. It's all a part of that group, and they want to disband this group. And I truly believe that Beyonce was in the Harvey, who's in prison.
Oh, who's in prison?
The white guy. Who they said that his back is all bumpy and stuff. He was the white guy, and not Epstein, Harvey Weinstein.
Yes.
I heard that he was a freaky beast.
Mm-hmm, yes.
And look at, I believe they went to his parties. Mm-hmm. They tell me that the black guy, I think he's dead. I can't think of his name, but he was Quincy Jones was another gatekeeper, was a beast. When I say beast, they did beastly things.
Yes.
Beastly. And a lot of these people that was in that were bisexual. They may have not wanted to be sodomized, but they sodomized many. Not everybody wants to be a bottom.
That's true.
So, and from what I understand, not all of them like men. They just like anal. Mm-hmm. And they didn't acknowledge their private part, but they just wanted that anal. Yeah. Jay-Z could have just been one of those.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
We don't know. Mm-hmm. We'll never know. And even if you ask, I forgot his name, they're not going to tell you.
No, they're not.
Not those that has really been in and have participated or have been touched. They're not going to tell you.
No.
That's like the deadly code. Mm-hmm. That up in that place, I know I say this word nonchalance. Up in that place, there is a code you can't tell.
Yeah.
You die with it. Mm-hmm. And I think Diddy showed us that. And yes. The only way you talk is that you don't care.
That's true.
And then by that time, they probably done made you crazy. I just think that it's no way that we're ever going to get to the bottom unless Rihanna speak herself.
Yes.
For audience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That she says, I'm going to speak on that.
Mm-hmm.
and Chris Brown could speak, or they could be together and then tell the story. Unless we hear from their mouths, they are quiet. It's still not proven that she does have herpes.
Exactly.
Chili never proved it. She never said, I have herpes. So how do you prove it? I hope you understand what I'm saying. It's just the rumor mill. And until we get off of it and say, let it be, and let's focus on what's before us now and stop digging all the way back, because this stuff ain't never going to die. But we learned this from our masters. You see them digging. We do what they do. Let's just be above them and let the world see us as a loving people, as a giving people who we are, and not one that kill our own.
Yep, you finally got that message all together.
So I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I'm putting it out. It's talking about a lot of things, but because I'm dealing with a man that's in a lot of things.
Yes, a lot.
He's even in humanitarianism. He's even into saving the world and making the world a better place.
For real.
This is where your king and queen is. You know, they for the blacks and they for justice. Wherever you can think they are. And with that, I hope that makes sense. So, not sense, but I hope that you got the full gulp of food in it. It was so much. Was it good?
It was delicious.
All right. So with that being said, if you like this kind of stuff, please give us a thumbs up.
It was so good.
And we talked about a lot of things. When I go to read, I don't always know what is going to come out. But this had a lot. I feel like I had a lot.
Well,
and I felt like I did. Huh?
I said you felt cult inspired to do the reading.
Yeah, I felt really cult inspired to do it. This, like I said, this was out the way blue. I didn't know what I was going to talk about, but it was, I don't want to say it was all over the place. It was where the spirit wanted to be.
Yes.
And what that thing is, those that know, what is it?
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. I know I got a lot of it myself, but one thing I walk away with is that it's up to me and my world to make it a better place, and a better place starting with safe. Put down our weapons.
Yes.
Let's stop harming one another. Let us do that, because we are a special people.
We really are.
We are the descendants of slaves. And even though everybody trying to emulate us, dress like us, talk like us, wear their hair like us, get lips like us, but be us. And in return, made us ashamed of us.
Yes, hate us in the process. And
so we hate one another. But now that we know that, you are a part of this. You came over here on a slave ship, the Black Americans. Yes, you and me. You know? So let us get back to our roots.
Please.
And that is love. And that's what we're good at. We're good at being humble. We're good at loving. We're good at giving. We're good at feeding. We're good at singing. Yes. We're good at dancing. We're good at shouting. We're good at joyous moments, because we've had so little and we had to struggle so long. We wonder at achievement.
Yes. We
are a great people. Remember that and put down your weapon. And with that, if you enjoyed it, before I go off again, go ahead and close us up.
Yes. So, guys, hope you enjoyed this reading. I sure did. It was juicy. Here's your card back, by the way. It was definitely juicy. I sure enjoyed it. I feel like we learned both about, because like we always try to remind you guys on this channel that these celebrities are just a depiction of what's going on in the world around us, and also what's happening on the physical plane is just a manifestation of what's happening in the spirit. So we see that's ever coming towards Jay-Z and everybody else that's attached to it, whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, next year, eventually they're going to get exposed. Eventually have some sort of effect. It's like that justice and reparation where finally things will.
I have a thought.
Okay.
If all these people are giving STDs to, who have Beyonce gave it to? who they're not
I didn't even
talking.
think about
See, that's
that
what I'm saying. That just popped in my mind, minding my business. It's just saying,
Right.
I think what they're saying is just bigger than all of that. If he's the godfather and he's the king, she is the queen. The world bowed down and called her B. They thank her. Remember, there was a thing going around. They still do. We just put her under the wire. Why? Because she carries herself so elegantly.
Yes.
And we know nothing about her
That is honest.
yet. And unless they can admit it or say it, everything is a rumor.
Yes.
If I can't hear Rihanna say, no, this is it,
Yep.
Chris Brown can say what he wants, but if Rihanna don't collab, it's a half of a story.
Yeah. She's the one that has the answers.
Right, and he has it. I don't think he's mentioned it.
No.
That makes sense.
There's
the one
rumors
thing
about
that broke them up is the one thing they dare not mention.
That's true.
Why? Because it links back to where? And these people are protected.
Yeah.
But they are gatekeepers and they are being exchanged. Even Oprah. They're being moved out their places.
Okay.
They have not been good at their job. They have used it for power. They used it for good when it was good what they wanted.
Exactly.
But they didn't do it for the world. And their places are being removed. And Oprah, she'll phase out of hers. Why? Because they still put the black woman on a pedestal and they look at the black woman when you get to another status, you do no wrong. And I don't subscribe to that. I know how cruel women can be.
That's true.
If you ever had a really black manager that wasn't nice,
Okay.
Somebody out there know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about black.
Yes, I know there's at least one person out there that can identify with you.
Who?
That one woman, I forget her name.
The McDonald's.
Yep,
yes,
McDonald's.
they out there. They out there. They've been at their position so long. They don't even need you be wondering how they got there because they use their position for power. And they are able to hire and fire. The white women definitely been doing that for years.
For sure.
But now they let black women in these powerful places, and these black women can be, and I'm not all. You all know that. But let's not act like some of you done have worked with people that just unworkable.
Yeah.
They done caused you to want to quit your job. They make you don't even want to get up and go to work in the morning. Come on. And I had one of the most liveliest jobs you could ever have, and that is being a hairstylist, a barber, or a manicurist.
It's true. Always social.
Why? Because most people coming to you, they're not sick. Most people coming to you, they just want a nice conversation, or they just want to relax and be quiet, whatever they want, and you're giving them that. And when they finish at the day and they got what they want and they happy, what you talking about?
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes they may be quiet and this day they coming and they just tell you all their troubles. I love being a hairstylist. I loved it. I loved it. I loved the tips. I loved everything about it. I loved it.
Yes.
If I could do it for the rest of my life, I could, but I can't. Because I couldn't stand like that no more. I can't imagine standing for 8 and 10 hours, 12 hours. Can't imagine that right now. If I can barely stand 4. But nevertheless, I got off track again. So if you like this, please give us a thumbs up. Or if you want to play it forward by all means, if somebody is interested in this. As I said, we covered a lot of ground. Just take what you can, eat the meat, spit out the bones. That's what my mama said. And with that being said, we just thank you for joining us. And we're going to end it right here. And you know what we're going to say? Sunflowers.